45 minutes. That's how long it takes a Tesla robot to watch you cook dinner, and then do it better than you can. Section 1. The claim. In early 2026, Tesla dropped a claim that rewired the entire conversation around humanoid robotics. The Optimus Gen 3, their latest bipedal robot, can observe a human performing a task, and within 45 minutes, replicate that task fully autonomously. Not pre-programmed, not remote-controlled, learned from watching, cooking, cleaning, sorting laundry, organizing shelves, loading a dishwasher, all of it. 45 minutes from observation to independent execution. That sounds like science fiction, but the mechanism is real, documented, and changes everything about what a robot can become inside your home. The system is called a Vision Language Action Model, VLA. Traditional robots are like children following a recipe. If one ingredient is missing, they stop. A VLA-equipped robot is like a chef who understands the goal. If it can't find a knife, it looks for another sharp tool. Tesla built an entire infrastructure around this called the Optimus Academy. It's a distributed training system where robots run through hyper-realistic simulations millions of times inside Tesla's Cortex Training Center at Giga Texas. When a physical robot encounters a new task in your home, it maps what it sees onto pre-trained physical archetypes from those simulations. That's why 45 minutes is possible. The robot already understands the physics. By May 2025, Tesla confirmed a breakthrough in imitation learning. The robot transfers skills directly from first-person video, straight into its end-to-end neural network. No brittle code, no manual programming. You show the robot a video of someone folding laundry, and it folds laundry. Section 2. What it can actually do. The demos surfacing over the last 12 months aren't vague tech reels. They're documented, dated, and increasingly autonomous. February 2026. Egg peeling. Fully autonomous. The Gen 3 peeled a boiled egg with 0.08mm precision. No shell fragmentation. That's sub-millimeter tactile feedback, controlling 50 actuators in real time. September 2025. Laundry sorting. The robot identified fabric types, sorted categories, folded patterns, all learned through simulation to real transfer. October 2025. The full dishwasher cycle. 61 discrete decisions. Opening, recognizing dirty dishes, picking without breaking, positioning correctly, adding detergent, closing, starting the cycle. 61 decisions in sequence, without a single reset. And it handled plates of different sizes, bowls at angles, utensils that could roll. It adapted in real time. January 2026. Cleaning and sweeping. The robot memorized environment layout, planned an efficient path, swept without bumping furniture. Environmental memory and adaptive pathing. Pure vision navigation. March 2026. Austin, Texas. A gold-plated Optimus served drinks at a public pop-up event. It navigated crowds of real humans. Unpredictable, moving, talking, handed glasses while maintaining eye contact, all without a single human operator. That video hit 50 million views on X in under a week. And March 2026. Shelf organization. The robot discovered objects never seen before, mapped positions in 3D space, filed them into logical categories using persistent memory. It remembered where things go. Section 3. The hardware. None of these tasks are possible without a massive hardware upgrade. The Gen 3 got one. The hands. 22 degrees of freedom per hand. Double the Gen 2. 50 total actuators across arms and forearms. Tesla relocated heavy actuators into the forearm, connecting to fingers with a tendon-driven system, the same architecture your own forearm uses. This gives lower inertia, faster response, superhuman torque-to-weight ratio. Position accuracy, 0.08 millimeters, 525% more precise than Gen 2. Response time under 10 milliseconds, fast enough to catch falling glass. The body sits at 57 kilograms, 125 pounds. Walking speed jumped to 13 kilometers per hour, 8 miles per hour. A 62% improvement. Battery life rated at 24 hours continuous operation, up from 4 to 5 hours. A 380% increase. The compute runs on dual-stack FSD version 15 and AI5/AI6 chipset, 400% more processing power. 8 cameras provide 360-degree field of view. Pure vision. Same approach as full self-driving. Linear actuators use planetary roller screw technology for higher shock load resistance, critical for stairs, rugs, cluttered home terrain. Noise level runs at conversation volume. You could have one sweeping while you watch TV and barely notice. This is manufactured at the repurposed Fremont factory. Tesla shut down Model S and Model X production to make room for robots. That's how serious this is. Section 4. The brain. The Gen 3 runs dual-process architecture, developed jointly by Tesla and xAI. They call it Digital Optimus. System 1 is the fast executor. It processes the last 5 seconds of real-time sensor data, video, touch, audio, force feedback, and generates immediate motor responses. This gives fluid movement. When catching falling objects or adjusting grip, that's System 1. Instinct. System 2 is xAI's Grok large language model. Strategic planner. It understands context, intent, sequence. It answers the why and what before System 1 handles the how. When the robot decides to sweep before mopping, rather than mopping first, that's System 2 reasoning through task order. Together, these systems don't just control a robot, they control software. Digital Optimus can interact with graphical user interfaces, clicking buttons, filling forms, navigating menus, like a human. Musk claims it could manage accounting, human resources, data entry for entire companies by September 2026. And here's the real kicker. Every hour, any Optimus operates anywhere in the world. Factory, warehouse, someone's home. It collects anonymized sensor data from edge cases, scenarios the model hasn't encountered. That data retrains the neural network. The updated model gets pushed globally via over-the-air updates. Every robot makes every other robot smarter. That's the flywheel, and it's why Tesla's lead may become impossible to close. Section 5. The driving connection. Here's something almost nobody discusses: the connection between robot and car. Optimus Gen 3 and every Tesla vehicle run on the same full self-driving vision stack. Same neural architecture, same 3D mapping. This creates a relationship no other company can replicate. At the Austin pop-up in March, Optimus units demonstrated loading and unloading cargo from Cybercab and Model Y. The robot used 22 degree of freedom hands to operate butterfly doors, charging ports, managing last-meter logistics that cars physically cannot handle. Musk claims the robot can physically drive legacy vehicles, steering, operating pedals, navigating, by mapping vehicle control surfaces into spatial memory. And because robot and car share the same 3D environment map, Optimus can summon a vehicle, guide it into tight parking, meet owners at specific exits. Here's the implication. A lesson the car learns, avoiding debris on the highway, translates neurally to the robot navigating sidewalks. Training data flows both ways, billions of driving miles making the robot smarter, millions of hours of robot manipulation making the car smarter. Closed loop. Tesla is the only company with both halves. No competitor has this. Figure AI doesn't make cars. Boston Dynamics doesn't have driving data. 1X doesn't have a charging network. Tesla's vertical integration, silicon to software to vehicle to robot, is the moat, and it gets wider daily. Section 6. The economics. What does this actually cost? And does the math work for a normal household? Tesla targets an amortized operating cost of roughly $2 per hour. Energy, maintenance, purchase price spread over 5 years. The average housekeeper in the United States earns $21.32 per hour. A full-time housekeeper costs over $44,000 yearly. 24/7 elder care, over $360,000. Personal chef, north of $62,000. An Optimus doing all three, around the clock, no breaks or benefits, costs between $4,000 and $6,000 yearly to operate. At $25,000 purchase price, payback for households spending $5,000 yearly on cleaning is about 5 years. For elder care, payback drops to under 6 months. There are over 50 million Americans aged 65 and older. Home health aid averages over $43,000 yearly. 24/7 care exceeds $360,000. A robot at $6,000 yearly never calls sick. For millions of families, it's the difference between home and facility. Morgan Stanley and Stifel project the humanoid robotics market could reach several $1 trillion by 2030. Musk introduced universal high income. When labor costs are removed, living costs revert to baseline materials plus electricity. Unprecedented abundance. Though he's warned this causes significant social unrest for displaced workers, abundance doesn't mean equity automatically. Section 7. The competition. Tesla isn't the only builder. The competitive landscape in 2026 is fierce. Figure AIs. Figure 03 ran a continuous 4-minute dishwasher sequence, 61 decisions, fully autonomous, using Helix 02 model. Most credible general-purpose autonomy demo from competitors, running pilots with BMW. One X-Neo from Norway targets homes directly. $20,000. Soft body design with compliant actuators that yield on contact. Pre-orders open for 2026 delivery. Built with OpenAI partnership. Unitree's G1 ships from China at $16,000 with 43 degrees of freedom. Xpeng's Iron packs 22 degree of freedom hands and 2,250 tops compute. Samsung's Bally, supposed to be cute, affordable, was quietly shelved early 2026. Rolling balls are dead. The pattern is clear. If a robot can't grab, lift, fold, carry, it's already dead. Hands are the new moat. Who wins? Tesla with scale or someone with better tech? I genuinely don't know. Anyone saying they do is guessing. Section 8. The risks. A 57-kilogram autonomous machine walking through your home at night with 8 cameras recording 360 degrees. Tesla says data is anonymized, used only for training, but potential for privacy breach, employee, hacker, government subpoena is not theoretical. It's structural risk baked into design. Humanoid robots in private spaces feel unsettling to many. The uncanny valley isn't just design, it's an adoption barrier and safety. A robot with 0.08 millimeter precision can slip on wet floors, miscalculate pet or toddler position. iRobot co-founder Rodney Brooks calls it a fantasy. Robots remain coordination challenged in messy home edge cases. Gap between factory demo and houses with kids, dogs, cluttered hallways remains enormous. California SB 243 applies to physical robots showing anthropomorphic features. Tesla must issue notifications that users interact with AI, implement break notifications for minors, protocols for detecting suicidal ideation. Compliance reporting starts 2027. Insurance. Most homeowner policies don't explicitly cover damage from autonomous robots. Industry hasn't solved this gap. The Tesla Optimus Gen 3 peels eggs with sub-millimeter precision, folds laundry by watching once, serves drinks in crowds, sweeps floors, organizes shelves, potentially drives, all within months of leaving factory. The 45-minute learning window isn't magic. It's millions of simulated hours, 50 actuators mirroring human biology, neural architecture sharing lessons across every global unit in real time. Tesla converted Fremont into a 1 million unit per year robot factory, doubled capital to $20 billion. Digital Optimus launches September. Strongest argument against this? Real homes are messy, unpredictable, full of edge cases no simulation captures. That's true. But the flywheel spins. Daily, every robot, every edge case solved makes the fleet smarter. Musk bets $20 billion that the S-curve kicks in before skeptics win. Question isn't whether robots enter homes. Question is whether you invite one, or whether you're the last on your street who hasn't. If this gave you something to think about, share with someone who needs to see it. And I'll see you in the next one.